My project for today is a way to query the alarm on ignition and in a way that we avoid mistakes. So I will use the query status within an expression tag using the run script. But one of the issue with the query status is that there's a lot of list as parameter, and it's not something I like to use within run script. So I will simply create a new script myself that will call the alarm, the query status from ignition, using just basic parameters, no list. So I will replace the parameter I don't want. So the one I will mostly use is a priority state, display path, and include shelved. I will also provide the path itself, but I'm not sure I will use it that much in this use case, but it will be there. So let me just set the parameter. Like as you see, I will use min priority and max priority instead of a list of priority. And for the states, I will simply create boolean that will define if I include act or not. Do I include cleared also? In the same way, the include shelved is already there. So here I have my simple function that I will call. So let me just quickly, as I'm lazy, I will just copy the definition from within the ignition website, just tweaking them a bit, and I'll be back in just a moment. And now that I have my function, I will simply, for now, just return the method already defined in ignition. I will just simply replace all the parameters with equivalent from the new method I just created. So we'll remove the provider as in my case, I don't think I will use it. I will also remove the properties and source as it is the same as path. Now for the priority, I simply use a range between min and max priority. Just remember that range, the top limit is exclusive, so we need to remember to use +1. For the state, I'll also usually receive a list from within ignition documentation. There's the state parameter value that I'll just copy quickly to as a reference for what I want to do. So I will just put it there. Give me a second. Oops. So now I will be able to create a list. Again, I can use a range from 0 to 4. And based on the input I receive, so the include act and include cleared that I receive, I will simply remove the states I don't want in my case. So if I don't want to include act, I will need to keep only the states 0 and 2. So I need to check to keep only the even state from the list. So I will just add a small filter right here for the even values. And now for the second part, I need to filter again with the cleared. So all the cleared, if I include cleared, I include value from 0 and 1. And if I exclude cleared, I need to check only value greater or equal to 2. So for the states here, I'm ready. For the path, I will use the tag path again. Ignition method usually receive a list, so I need to convert the string I received as a list. Same thing for the display path. And for include shelf, I can just pass the boolean that I already receive as is. So now that I have my function, so I will be able to do a quick test in the script console. Give me a second. So here I can just call my method as I already defined the default value. I can see that calling my method return and tell us right now checking an alarm. And here I can see the value is there. So now it is time to create the UDT. So simply a new UDT, give it a name, adding a few parameters. I will need an expression tag to do the query itself. I will also set the display path as an expression, and then a few parameters. I will just add a few so I know that I'm not missing any. I will just rename them after a second. So now I will have the alarm list. This will be the display path. Set it as a string document for the alarms. Then I will set the min priority. Sorry for that. The max priority. Then the other parameters, so the tag path, then the include act, include the cleared, then include the shelved. And I will remove my extra tag, I don't need it. So now we'll set boolean type for the tag, the string for the tag path, and priority are integer. That's good. We'll set the default value. So we have all the alarms use the default value, the same as we set for our method definition. Then for the display path, this will be an easy one, so we'll just use the instance path, and we will replace the instance name by an asterisk. So we have all item from the folder we create the instance. That's it. And for the alarms, will be a little bit more complicated because we need to use run script. It's not the most efficient way, but it's the only way to query the alarm at that point. So we'll just call our method. We'll have a pull rate of 5,000. Then we'll set all the parameters in the same order as we have them in our method. So we'll have the min priority, the max priority, then we'll set the tag path. Again, the display path. Then we'll have the include, act, cleared, and shelved. Just give me a second to finish that. And again, I've set one more parameter than what's required, so I'll just delete it. So here we have our expression that will give us the list of value. So from there, I can have an alarm. I use the display path because in my alarm, usually I simply set the item path. I don't need to specify the provider if I only use the item pattern as the UDT, and the instance will be in the same provider as the alarm itself. I will not query the other providers, so I will query my alarms. So I'll activate an alarm. It's not showing. Give me a second. Type is good. I need to set get data set because the actual result is not compatible with the document and saving, and here we go, we have the result. So now the result is not the best because we don't have all the data we might want. It's not in the format we want, so I will just create a small loop here that will just give me the value I run from my alarm. So just give me a second. So from all the alarm, I want to get a list, but only for the parameters I want. I don't want the full object. I just want the list itself. So here, if I look at the result PyAlarm event allow me to have access to all the value like the ID, the name, priority, the state. So I will simply pick the value I'm interested in, and I will create a new object with that. So I will specify the ID, getting the ID from the result in the name and so on. Here for the name, we'll then get the priority. Then I will get the state. For now, I think I will stick to those values, but I may extend the content later on. So now the content of the alarm contains a list of only the alarm I want to see. And now if let's say I want to have all the alarm for a line, I can simply create again the same instance at another level. So I will have all the alarm from the individual cell within my assembly line. And I will also have the alarms for the line itself. Again, remember that I specified a pull rate of 5,000, so it takes 5 seconds. And again, if I want to have the same alarm for an area or a sub area or a full plant or whatever, I just again create a new instance of this tag. I can specify that the min priority, I don't want to have the low priority alarm. I just want the highest priority, so no matter if I check there, I will not display the low alarm. It will be in the line and in the cell, but not displayed in the sub area. But if I remove the low alarm and select the critical alarm, it will display at the 3 level, because I specify that I want all the alarms again. So the source will be available on GitHub. Just have a look at the description, and see you at the next time.